My brother stole my chance at happiness and pretended it was an accident. The airport clock flipped to final call as the jetway pulled back from the door. My suitcase gaped in my brother's back seat, and the folder with my passport and visa was not in the side pocket where I had packed it. He waved napkins that smelled like burnt coffee and said he might have tossed the folder with the trash when he cleaned the car at dawn. The plane rolled without me, and the life I had reversed narrowed to a blinking departure board and a hollow space at my feet. That was not the first door closing behind me with his fingerprints on the knob. The night before my entrance exam, he took my car to buy late groceries and returned it with a cratered tire and a bent rim. He blamed a nail and the darkness. The spare wobbled, the tow truck crawled, the testing site locked at noon, and the next intake sat 6 months away. He watched me call the admissions office from the curb and offered to pay for the rim when he got paid. The rim never appeared, and the cohort filled. A scholarship letter vanished the spring after that. The mailbox key lived on a ring with a bright tag, but somehow it rode in his jeans until the notice expired. My deposit for an apartment disappeared from an envelope with my name and my handwriting. He swore he had picked up the wrong envelope for a friend's emergency. The landlord rented to someone who had cash by nightfall. I began to stack copies of everything and to hold them close, and he learned the shape of those stacks. He learned the house like a map. He knew where I hid the resized engagement ring and where I kept the appraisal. The pawn ticket later matched that week's date under fluorescent light. He knew the shredder jammed if fed more than 5 sheets, so bank statements went whole into the kitchen trash after long shifts. He knew the 4 digits I used for codes because they were iced once onto a birthday cake, white frosting, and tilted silver candles. He laughed at the memory and kept the numbers. The passport folder did not return. My fiancé's company would not hold the overseas position, and the relocation package evaporated with a polite email. The lease in the new city dissolved too, along with the porch in the photo and the lemon tree in the clay pot. I slept on my sister's sofa and woke to my mother arranging cushions and saying, "Accidents cluster when stress climbs." The story settled into a softer version where I should have carried the folder on my shoulder and set 2 alarms. I rebuilt with a job, scheduling events at a small riverfront hotel. I wore the keys on a chain and changed every code. In December, a bright spring vanished. Cameras caught a blue windbreaker ghosting past a door at 2:03 a.m. The next day, a blue windbreaker hung on my brother's chair. My master keycard went missing and reappeared under my keyboard, streaked with brown. Logs echoed his late errands, neat times without a name. In March, a storage facility auctioned 2 lockers. My sister bid to flip the furniture and asked me to help sort boxes. A battered blue shoebox held my ring appraisal, a clipped passport photo, and a rubber-banded stack of pawn receipts with surnames from our weddings. A hotel keycard from my floor slid out edged with the same brown stain. A thin, street fair bracelet twisted in the corner beside an envelope flattened with my name. I carried the box into hard light. My sister counted chairs. My brother haggled. Grit skated across the lot. The keycard pressed my thumb. The river slid by the door. I stepped off the curb.